Oh, Don, thank you for that oh so warm welcome. But in all honesty and purpose, I love being a man. It comes with its perks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the honor. And I would like to share with you a tip session on this very interesting subject called table topics. Dear host, if you'd please allow me screen share right. As we wait for the host to do so, you're in the right place. Have the confidence to try table topics out. It's a beautiful experience. Thank you. I would like confirmation that you are able to see my screen. Thank you. The topic of this tip session is how to think and speak on your feet. And there are no bullets that will be bit during this tip session. We will leave those bullets for Don because his name resembles that of a Colombian dealer. Speaking off the cuff, it's a skill that is often desired, but yet rarely practiced amongst many. It doesn't come naturally to others. It's charting into unfamiliar territory. It is scary in and of itself. Research has proven that one of the most feared things other than death is the fear of speaking in public. It is also to many who are unaccustomed to speaking before a crowd or a group, mind-boggling. Where do you start from? What do you say? What do you have to share? It is a stressful endeavor for many. But worry not. There is a way through which you can get through all this and get to the other side of courage. And how do you do so? Within Toastmasters, there is a way we can help, and that is called table topics. Why, you ask, focus on table topics? One, it is a long-standing Toastmasters tradition that helps speakers and members develop their skills of speaking impromptu at any moment on any occasion when the need calls for it. It helps members to be confident and to enhance their skills when they're called at a moment's notice with very minimal or no preparation. Table topics are also an excellent way to start conversation. We all start a conversation with a hi. Most of the people we start conversations with are unfamiliar to us. Before they become familiar strangers, then we become comfortable and call them friends. We greet them impromptu. Saying hi to a stranger is your first introduction to table topics. To speakers and those who would like to improve their confidence and competence in speaking, it is a good source of material for your speeches at whatever initiative you'd like, whether at a club meeting, a contest, or even at your place of work, or any social event that requires you to speak to a public or an audience that has been assembled. And it has a great potential for business success. I would invite you members and guests to go after this to Google and search tabletopics.com. It is a private venture that's an award-winning company in the northern part of America that sells, you guessed it, table topics solutions. Questions you can ask at the family table and others that you can even use among friends and in other social groupings. Now that we know about table topics, What are some of the things that you need to look out for and focus on to get to where you need to be? They were 5, now they are 4. The 5th one is a bonus, and I'll tell it to you. It's not on the list. But first, start by first mastering yourself, and you can only have mastery of self when you reduce panic. Panic is usually the one thing that makes you uncomfortable and might rob you of your ability to not constitute your ideas well. You can do this by taking time to exercise or even practice breathing in and out at different moments of the day for periods of between 2 to 5 minutes, just to get yourself comfortable. Because when you're comfortable and at ease, you can deliver. I cannot stress any more about this, but authenticity is what people look for. They want to see you in your true self. Be vulnerable if you have to. Be courageous when the situation calls for it. Be inspiring to someone who needs that dose of motivation. In all that you do, make sure that you use your own authentic voice, because somebody wants to connect. We are hardwired to connect, and we only connect when you show us what we should care for and what you want us to care about. Whenever you're delivering a speech, whether it's 2 minutes long or 5 to 7 minutes long, or even longer, make your topic matter relatable. Take an event that people might resonate with. In line with authenticity, dig deep, find that which people are looking for. Or maybe they have, but have never explored further. Relatability is a very good selling point or a starting point if you want to seek or gain an audience. Fourth, which will also lead to the 5th, take the lead. The photo you see on the screen is that of one of basketball's greatest players, the late Kobe Bryant. He believed in himself and he believed that he wanted to be the best. So he put in the work. He even defined his mentality of work. He called it the Mamba mentality. Over 20 years of basketball won him 5 championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, 18 All-Star selections, and he's the only basketball player who, after retirement, won an Oscar. Never before heard or seen until he came through. Take the lead. Never be afraid, because 100% of the shots you don't make will never go through. The bonus point is that there are 3 kinds of speakers or people. There is a cooler, one who's comfortable with minimum conditions, deliver a speech, get feedback, they're good. There is a closer, one who appreciates feedback and uses it to become better. And then there's a cleaner. The cleaner is an accomplished speaker who gets feedback, positive, negative, or otherwise, and then uses that as fuel to make their speeches better. And they are always audacious. Failure to them is fuel. Kobe Bryant was a cleaner, and that's why he stood out from his peers who had the same potential like he did. Same for speeches. And if you look at some of the speeches and stories that Kobe Bryant wrote, they are inspiring and also fun to read. These are some of the things that you can look out for in your delivery or your preparation for making those impromptu sessions count. And before I close my session, I'd like to ask Mr. Timer, how much more time?
Eric, you have 5 more minutes.
Thank you. I would like to give that chance to members and guests to ask questions. You can raise your hand or put on your microphone, and I will be ready to listen and give you an answer. I'll start with Don. Since you like teasing me, you take the lead.
All right, Eric, I have a question for you. You know, Eric, you're fantastic as a table topic speaker, and indeed, that's why you're District 114 champion. When a table topic is read, or when you get up and it's an impromptu speaking moment, what's the first thing that crosses your mind? You've been asked, Eric, get up and, give the vote of thanks, or this is the table topic. You structure yours so well. How do you do that? What's the first thing that you think of?
It's advice I got from a friend of mine. He said, in whatever you do, serious or not, have fun. The idea is that at the end of it all, you want to feel happy about yourself, and that the person who's listening to you also is going to feel good about themselves. That you'll be given, whatever it is, you might turn it around using humor, using inspiration, or just making it relatable to a story somebody would like to connect to. When you are ready to connect and you allow yourselves and you give a bit of yourselves to the audience that's listening to you, they make your work easier because they are ready to receive of whatever material you want to offer them, even if the facts are made up. That's what I would say. That's how I would do it.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. I think in